I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. My videos are about love, infinity, creation, energy, because we are infinite energy, infinite creation, infinite love. This is who we are. This is our nature. Why? Because of the human heartbeat, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. This is who we are. The human heartbeat generates an electromagnetic field of creation around the human body, surrounding the human body. It's a spherical light. It's spherical in nature. And it powers the human body. The systems go live as a result. The brain, so we can think, be conscious and self-aware as a result of it. Highly intelligent, sentient species as we are. Our organs function, homeostasis, synergy, symbiosis, all these things happen as a result of the electromagnetic field of creation generated by the resonance of the human heart as a result of the human heartbeat, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. And this is who we are. This is our nature. We are light spherical beings. We are created. We are alive. So energy creates us. You see, energy is creation and creation is life. So we are energy because of the electromagnetic field of our human body as a result of the pulse of life, pulse of creation of the human heart, the human heartbeat. So we are alive as a result of that. See, we are beautiful. We are beautiful. We are beautiful species. And we love with our hearts. You see, it happens in the same place as the human heartbeat, the heart. So this is not a coincidence. Why? Because our primordial instinct to exist, to live, is the human heartbeat. Without it, we wouldn't exist. There would be no human race without the human heartbeat. There would be none of us. We wouldn't exist without the human heartbeat. It's as simple as that. So this is the primordial instinct. It's the original instinct. It's the origin instinct. It's the genesis of life itself. It's the human heartbeat. So if you think about it fundamentally and what that means, that's very clear. We are energy, we are heartbeat, we are pulse of life, the pulse of creation. But we live to love. Because what happens as a result of the human heartbeat and life itself? Well, we love. We love. We're sentient as a result of it. That's what we do. Because it comes from the same heart. So we live to love. And how do we know this for sure? Well, because we love our creations. You see, we love our children. We make love. We have children. We're creating life. And then our instinct is to love our children. So we raise them, so the cycle of life continues, the cycle of creation, infinite energy, infinite love. See, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. So what does that make us then? If our primordial instinct to live and exist is the human heartbeat, and it comes from the heart, and we love with our hearts as a result of being alive. Well, it's a beautiful feedback loop of creation. We live to love and we love to live. Because it comes from the same place, it comes from the human heart, making us a heartful species. What does that mean, a heartful species? Well, a love-based species, a heart-based species, a benevolent race. That's what it means. We are a benevolent species. We are a good species. We are a loving species. This is our nature. Our nature is to love. We live to love and we love to live because we all want to have beautiful lives, meaningful lives, lives full of purpose and happiness. That's what we all want to have, fulfilling lives. You see, we live to love and we love to live. It's our instinct. These are our instincts. This is our nature. So, we have established the very notion, based on objective reality, that we are energy, and energy is creation, and creation is life. And at the biological scale, life is love. Life is love. Why? Because love can be measured at the labs with equipment and tools. And love is the highest frequency, the highest vibration that the human heart emits. The highest resonance. There's no vibration higher than the love that we can emit, that we can generate with our human heart, with the pulse of life, with the pulse of creation. So this is the highest frequency. All the other emotions are lower frequencies, lower vibrations, lower resonance. So the highest one is love. So love itself is creation itself because it's the highest frequency. And the higher the frequency, the more powerful the creation. The more energy you have. The more generation. The more driven you are. So it's all the more power. You see, Higher frequency, higher vibration, higher results, higher power. So it's just basic physics. If you think about it, love being the highest frequency, then it's the highest frequency of creation. And we all ought to love. All ought to love. Why? Because we are pure purposeful love. This is who we are. We live to love and we love to live. This is our nature. We love with our hearts, and our hearts give us life. So I'm going to read I have a few entries here that are about love and life. Love is energy, love is life. Life is creation, and creation is energy, and love is the energy of creation. Love you all with all my heart, with all my might as a result. It's always the case. It's always the case. Love is the energy of creation, because creation creates creators, and we are creators. This is who we are. Energy is creation, and creation is life. Love is creation. We love our creation. Love comes from the heart, and the heart gives us life. Love is life. Life is and love, they come from the same place, the human heart. Life is creation, and creation is the energy of the creation is energy. Love is the energy of creation. You see, all these things are connected because this is objective reality. This is who we are. It's our nature. We love our creation, we love our children, and then we love all the other things that we create with our hands. We love ourselves so we can love others, we learn empathy. And then that's it, the cycle of life perpetuates to infinity because we are that. We are energy, we are infinite. This is who we are. So obviously the most powerful creations are always creations that are created with the energy of love, because it's the highest energy that we can create with our hearts, and our hearts give us life because of the electromagnetic field of creation, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation, the human heartbeat. So it's beautiful, beautiful. The higher the frequency, the more powerful the vibration, meaning the more powerful the creation, meaning love is the mechanism to create the most beautiful things, the most powerful things, because we are alive because of the human heart. So we are resonance. We are electromagnetic field of creation, polarized, conscious and self-aware. This is who we are. We light spherical beings. We are infinite energy, infinite love. We live to love and we love to live. This is who we are. And this is not unique to us. You see, we are just conscious and self-aware. And because of that, we understand our nature. We used to be unaware, very, very unaware, very unconscious of our nature, who we are. Light, electrical beings, electromagnetic beings, light spherical beings. Who we are. Who we are, infinite eternal creators, compass, sundials. We didn't know who we were in the past. But now we have the knowledge and the wisdom to understand our nature, our heartful nature, our benevolent nature, our benevolent species, who we are, heart-based species, love-based species, heartful species, a benevolent race. This is who we are, our nature, who we are. We live to love and we love to live. The purpose of life is a life of purpose, a purposeful life. This is what it is, and it would always be the case because it's our nature, and love is the highest energy. So, love is creation. Love is energy. That's what it is. And this is who we are. We are life. So, let's talk about it. This is not unique to us. I was making reference to this. This is not unique to us. Creation is not unique to us. We are part of creation. Creation creates creators, and we were created by creation. So, we are part of a bigger concept, of a bigger thing called infinity, which is nature, is spherical just like ours. Polarized electromagnetism. Conscious and self-aware at different scales, infinite number of scales. Let's just, for example, break it down at the most fundamental level, at what we can perceive and see with our human eyes. Our reality as sentient beings, conscious beings, self-aware beings. So let's look at it from that point of view. When we open up our eyes and stare at the sun, we look at the sun and then we notice immediately that the sun is a spherical object, just like the human eye, just like the light spherical being that we are. The electromagnetic field of creation, we're spherical in nature. You see, there's a coincidence there? No, it's a pattern of creation, it's a pattern of life, it's an organizing agent. It's the structure of creation itself. It's spherical in nature, it's electromagnetized, it's polarized, it's gravitational. So if you understand this notion, then you realize that the sun itself, the Father that created the conditions out there for Mother Earth to exist in the first place, our womb, where we come from home, Mama Earth, is spherical as well, just like the sun. And the sun itself has its own electromagnetic field. It's a very large electromagnetic field. It's capable of generating a vortex called a singularity or an event horizon with escape velocity. And it's called as a result of all these centrifugal forces due to torque, spin, and angular momentum due to electromagnetism and polarization of motion. Then what does it do? It generates this powerful mechanism that is called a fusion reaction. It has escape velocity, so it creates light. Hydrogen, the first element of the periodic table. So it's amazing. You see, faster than light. Why? Because it creates light itself. Hydrogen, the first photons, all these different elements. Hydrogen, these components, faster than light itself. Because it creates light in the first place. You see? And what's that? Well, it's infinity itself, it's nature. It's infinite power. And given its nature, then it creates elements at that scale of creation through a fusion reaction at the escape velocity or vortex, the singularity and the event horizon at the heart of the core of the sun, creating all these elements that create life around Earth and around the universe, as we call it, cosmos. Conditions for planets to emerge as a result of gravitational pull and other forces and phenomena out there in nature. Well, this is all observable. So there you see, and it's all because of the electromagnetic field of the sun itself that generates this vortex, this event horizon, this singularity, this wormhole that has escape velocity that allows light itself to emerge as a result, meaning elements and photons and light and all the things that we observe through our eyes. So this is wonderful. You see, creation itself created the sun with its own electromagnetic field of creation. See, just like us with the human heart, our biological creator, the sun itself is created by the motions of the electromagnetic polarization of infinity itself and its spherical nature due to the electromagnetism of its own pattern of structure and geometry. So this is wonderful, and this is something that happens at all scales. You see it at all suns, all stars have this phenomenon. Galaxies themselves have this same pattern of creation, just like the sun itself. Just like the sun itself, galaxies themselves have a vortex, a singularity, an event horizon at the heart of the galaxy, a wormhole as we call it in physics. And that wormhole has escape velocity, spewing out energy, spewing out light, spewing out elements that create what we see and we call a galaxy with all this infinite number of objects and stars and planets in them. And we have an infinite number of galaxies. So then again, it's infinity itself replicating at different scales of structure and creation. It's beautiful. So we are spherical in nature. So then let's bring it back to the astronomical level with the sun that we can see and observe, because we're bound to Earth at this stage of our evolution. We don't have spaceships yet that allow us to go outside this perimeter where we are, the solar system. We're still bound to it due to our level of advancement and technology, due to our evolution and our ability to create. We're not quite there yet. We're not interstellar civilization yet. We haven't really mastered gravitational propulsion, which is a requirement for moving faster than the speed of light because of all these motions, warp, and all these different phenomena that can be achieved through quantum entanglement. We're not quite there yet, but we will be there. We will be there. So we're still quite rudimentary and primitive in our approach to propulsion. We use very simple propulsion mechanisms based on rocketry and just like very basic gravitational phenomena due to explosion and fission rather than fusion. We are explosive in nature with our reactions and our motors and our engines rather than fusions, which is the opposite of it, is gravitational pull due to gravitational forces of creation itself, which is the opposite due to electromagnetism and singularity. But we're getting there. We are getting there. We ourselves are becoming the power of suns because it's our nature. We are electromagnetic. We're going to get there, and our engines are going to become just like a fusion reactor of the sun and capable of powering us with infinite output due to the nature of the vacuum, this phenomenon in space, the field force of creation itself, and generating a singularity at the vortex of our own engines that would allow us to generate escape velocity, meaning tapping into the vacuum itself and creating energy out of the vacuum, out of space itself, which is what infinity does when it generates a wormhole and creates a sun and it creates a galaxy. But we can replicate it at a smaller reaction, as a smaller fusion reaction, by just replicating and mimicking nature itself, by having these polarized electromagnetized engines that we are getting into, rather than having fuel to power us. The fuel itself is the vacuum itself, is self-propulsion due to electromagnetism. So we're getting there. This is lots of studies on it, and this is the path, because this is nature itself. We're getting there. That's where we headed. So then again, you look at light and the way it operates through elements. You look at light and the way it operates through elements. Then you look at the earth, which is spherical in nature. And then, because the earth is spherical in nature, then it has its own electromagnetic field of creation that creates the conditions on earth for us to exist in the first place. Then again, full circle, support systems, elements, water, hydrogen, oxygen, required for us to breathe. We use those as fuels so we can exist. We see highly complex organism, the human body, the human race, the species, the DNA, highly complex, highly evolved. And it's the most complex organism that we have encountered as of our understanding of existence and infinity at this stage of our evolution. Ourselves, we are the most sophisticated thing that there is that we know of. So, then again, nature does that. Biology, support systems, ecosystems, biosphere, the biome, the atmosphere. So we exist as a result of it, so we can have a heart. And then we have our own electromagnetic field of creation, which is spherical, just like the earth and the sun, and just like the sun's electromagnetic field, and just like the earth's electromagnetic field, and just like a galaxy's electromagnetic field, and everything that is polarized, which is everything, because atoms have their own electromagnetic field. Everything, all molecules, including the human cell, has its own resonance and its own electromagnetic field, because we all energy in the end. This is what we are, just different scales. So it's all about the sphere, it's all about electromagnetism, and it's all about polarization. It's all about that. It's the motion of creation itself. It's infinity itself manifested geometrically through that, as the sphere, who we are. So of course, because of it, then our nature is that, it's energy, it's love, it's beautiful. This is who we are. This is what we sundials. So with our eyes, we can stare at the sun. We open the portal, build the bridge, meaning we sync with the sun. Thus, build a portal. We build a bridge, meaning a quantum entanglement, faster than the speed of light. It's this syncing that happens with the resonance of the human heart and the resonance of the human brain. Our electromagnetic field of creation gets in sync, gets paired, has peer-to-peer communication with the sun's electromagnetic field itself, and then this sending and receiving of signals, information in the way of light forms, light waves. Then we see this and interpret this through our eyes as light, and then that is information, infinite life, infinite creation coming straight into our systems, our brains, through our eyes, and then supercharging our brains, supercharging our hearts, and supercharging our DNA code at the molecular level, at the cell level for each organism, each organ, meaning brain cells, heart cells, body cells, for all organs. So we all more purposeful. We're better thinkers as a result of it. We have more imagination, more creativity, better visions of ourselves, and our hearts are much braver, more courageous, more loving, so we can create and create and create, and we keep doing this. This is what we do. And we are compass, we are creators in the end. This is what we all are. We are infinite creators, infinite eternal creators. We are compass, we are sundials. This is who we are, this is our nature, because we're spherical, and this is who we are. This is just the pattern, the structure of creation itself. Infinity itself is spherical, it's polarized, is magnetic, is electromagnetic, is motion, is conscious and self-aware at different levels of creation, different scales of reality based on density of energy. It's just beautiful. It's highly structured, highly coherent. There's no randomness in creation. Creation is not random. Creation is highly organized. It's a pattern of creation that's based on clear and coherent attributes, qualities and quantities that can be measured and that can be studied and understood geometrically, okay, mathematically and physically and biologically, because of all the scales of creation due to density. Okay, so let's talk about today's video. I just wanted to make sure that I made an intro that's powerful, because today's video is very powerful. It's purposeful happiness. Purposeful happiness. Remember, we live to love and we love to live. This is who we are. This is our nature. Okay, our instincts are that. We live to love and we love to live. Purposeful lives. Purposeful happiness. Purposeful results. This is what we are here for. We are creators. Creation creates creators, and we are created by creation. So we are creators ourselves. Part of the cycle is the scales of what I just referred to, infinity as the only constant. Now, purposeful happiness. You can always refer to the visual on y.how/purposeful-happiness. That's y.how/purposeful-happiness. It's on YouTube. It's on Substack. It's on the website. So let's talk about it. It's a very simple visual. I have used this visual many times to explain many phenomena, many elements of existence. And it's what we know as an infinite feedback loop, or a positive feedback loop. Is a feedback loop that has no end, because it's self-perpetuating, meaning it reinforces itself as a cycle gets completed. So it's infinity itself. So it's a cycle of creation. It's a spiral that never ends, that it gets reinforced by its own values, leading to self-perpetuation, just like a fusion reaction of the sun, for example. It's the same notion. Is based on that. It's based on polarity. It's based on electromagnetism, which is everything, because that's who we are. We are alive because of the human heartbeat, which is that. It's electromagnetism. It's a resonance field. It's a force field of creation based on that, based on frequency, based on vibration, based on oscillation, based on that very principle of energy and the pulse of an oscillation that generates a field of life, a field of creation, a pulse of life, a pulse of creation. We call it the human heartbeat. But that's what it is. It's a pulse. It's a pulse. It's an oscillation. It's a resonance. And it's energy. It's what it is. It's energy. It's energy. Vibration and frequency coming in resonance and coherence. Okay. So it's purposeful happiness. It's all about purpose and happiness together. These two values. So I always speak about purpose and what purpose is. Purpose is why, and why has an infinite nature because of our infinite nature. You see, we are infinite in nature because we are part of infinity. So we are infinite, and why has an infinite nature, and is a mechanism that we use in language to describe infinity in mindsets, in meaning not mindset, but mindsets, meaning thought patterns. Thought patterns, like thoughts. Language is that. Language is structured thoughts, codified. Is codification of information, synapse, electrical signals, neurotransmission. This happens in a coherent rate, and that's what a mindset is a set of the mind, sets of data bits, sets of information. Biochemically speaking, in the way of thought forms, thought waves, and that's electrical is signaling. So So that's what why is. Why is part of that. Is a signal. It's part of a language. It's a code. It's a message. It's a word. It's a letter that essentially in language for the human mind. So for us to comprehend, for us to think about as conscious and self-aware, intelligent beings, sentient beings that we are, heartful species. Why is the mechanism of infinity in terms of language? Because it has an infinite nature. Why has an infinite nature? You ask why and it will take you to infinity. Ask why and you'll see. Ask why enough times and you're going to get to an abstract level of thinking. You're going to get to an infinite level of thinking because of its nature. Because it's about source, it's about root, it's about origin, it's about genesis. It's about the reasons. It's about the because. It's about the answer of something. It's the actual state. Its origin. So because of it, it leads to that. It leads to infinity because you trace back everything to infinity. The root of everything, the root cause of everything is infinity because infinity is our creator. And so that's why the word, the term, the value is the resemblance of infinity at a language level that we make sense with our minds. Okay? And we are conscious and self-aware. So we are tapping into infinity itself through why. And that's what purpose is. Purpose is why. The reason why you exist, that's purpose. Your why. Why you're here. The reason to be. Why you exist, that's purpose. Is the value is why. So then again, if you understand this notion, then you know that we are purposeful in nature. We are purposeful. We live to love and we love to live purposeful life. This is our purpose. We are creators. And creators are purposeful. And creation is purposeful. It's coherent. It's structured. It's not random. It's highly organized. Okay? Highly structured. It's an organizing agent. And it's spherical in nature. And why is the mechanism? So we make sense of it with our minds and our brains, and we can think about it and be coherent and be logical and reasonable about it and formulate ideas, thought patterns, thought forms, signals in our minds, mindsets that are essentially consequential, and they lead to creation itself, because why is infinity and infinity is creation. And purpose is that. Purpose is creation, is our dream, is what we manifest, is what we create. Is the end state, is the reason, is the because, is the root. So it's all connected. These are full circle ideas because they're spherical in nature. They're complete information. They're complete ideas. They're fully developed. So now, purpose is that, is why. But the beauty of it is that at a level of consciousness and self-awareness, as a species, the human species, our benevolent species, who we are, the heart-based species, the love-based species we are, the heartful species that we are, we live to love and we love to live. This is who we are. We have self-awareness and consciousness, meaning we have free will, meaning we choose our purpose, we choose our why, we choose our infinity, we choose our creation. And this is a wonderful thing because we have the power to choose our destinations. We have the power to choose our whys. We have the power to choose our dreams. We have the power to choose our purposes, our goals, because we have free will. And free will, the proof of free will is purposeful daily action. We take action here and now, you prove free will. Take action, you prove free will. My next action, moving my finger, I'm proving free will. You see, I'm doing this, I'm proving free will. Right there, I'm proving free will, you see? Proving free will. Do this, proving free will, I'm proving free will. That's a small action, but you can put that into obviously a bigger concept of purposefulness, and then you start to realize that free will is the real thing. It actually, because of our consciousness, our self-awareness. So that's it. That's what purpose is. Purpose is that. So purpose leads to happiness. Then again, purposeful happiness. Why? Because purpose is infinity, is creation. And we are that. We are creators. We live to love. So our why is about creating. Because creation creates creators. And this is who we are. We are creators. Infinite eternal creators. But compass, we are sundial. So we are creators. So we create. And why is that? Is infinity, is creation itself. So we choose our creations. You see, we choose our creations with our free will. So because our purpose, the primordial instinct is to live, to exist because of the heartbeat, which is energy itself, the resonance of it, infinity itself manifested in the flesh, biologically speaking, then that gives us the human heartbeat, and we love with our heart. So love, what's love? A high energy of creation, the highest one there is. So if you understand this, love is this beautiful feeling, purposeful life is about happiness, about fulfillment, about meaning. So happiness is that, it's a positive feeling, it's a positive emotion. We are here to be happy because we live to love and we love to live. So purpose is about that, it's about love, it's about creation, so it's about happiness. You see, it's about happiness because our creations are here to make us happy. We are happy as a result of our creations because it's our nature. Heart-based species, we're heartful, benevolent. We live to love and we love to live. The heart loves as a result of being created by the heartbeat because it's our nature. We love our creation, we love our children. You see, our children make us happy for a reason because we love, and love is creation, and it's this energy of positivity. It's a positive feedback loop of creation. You see, purpose, why creation, existence, our choices, our dreams, our goals, when they're based on infinity, on purpose, on life, on creation, they lead to happiness, to feeling good. Follow your heart. Hey, you listen to your heart, you follow your heart, you're happy. Take the right action, signaling, signs, your inner voice. You follow your heart, you're happy. Then again, purpose leads to happiness. So this is a cycle. Purposeful happiness is very simple. So purposeful happiness, meaning purpose, why, infinity, reason to exist, us, creation itself, love, leads to happiness. And happiness leads to more purpose. Because you're happy, so you want to keep on feeling good. I want to keep on feeling good. I'm happy today and I want to be happy forever. So, because I'm infinite, I'm alive. So I'm happy now and I want to be happy tomorrow. So how do I keep on being happy? By being purposeful. And that is purposeful daily action. Purposeful daily action, you see? So you take purposeful daily action and that makes you happy because you're following your heart. You flow with your emotions. You feel good about what you're doing because it's your identity, it's your true self. You chose your purpose because it resonates with your heart energy, with your true self energy, with your mind energy, with your body energy, because it feels good and you're here to create. You love your creations. You see, highest frequency that you can emit with your human heart. Our human heart is love. So we want to create at the highest level of creation, and that's love. It's this beautiful feeling that makes us feel great, and then it creates amazing things with our hands, with our minds. So purpose leads to happiness, and happiness leads to more purpose, and purpose leads to more happiness, and happiness leads to more purpose, and purpose leads to more happiness. And this is purposeful happiness, and it's an endless journey to infinity. Why? Because we are infinite. This is our nature. This is who we are. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. As you can see, my videos are about love, creation, infinity, energy, because this is who we are, with infinite energy, infinite love, infinite happiness. This is who we are. I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. We are the citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth. We're the leaders of the Republic of Planet Earth. We are the defenders of the Republic of Planet Earth. This is who we are. We are the human race. We are benevolent species. We are love-based species, a heart-based species, a heartful species. This is who we are. This is our nature. We live to love and we love to live. Purpose of life is a life of purpose. A purposeful life leads to happiness, fulfillment, joy, meaning. Because that's what we are here to do. We live to love and we love to live. This is our nature. It's our instinct. Our instinct to live is so we love. Because love is creation, love is energy. Hey, highest frequency that we can emit with the human heart is love. So we are here to love, we are here to create. Love you all with all my heart, with all my might.